Hello, I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M Image Consulting. Now, unless you've been living under a rock or in Uzbekistan, you've probably been noticing an interesting trend in men's fashion: the bow tie. Now, as with other retro styles that have seen a resurgence as of late, such as the tie bar, the cardigan sweater, even the fedora, the bow tie, it takes a certain type of guy to pull it off. He's got a little bit of an elevated self-assuredness, a bit of panache to pull off the bow tie. In my humble opinion, there are two types of guys in the world. There are bow tie guys, and then there aren't. Never has there been a more polarizing piece of clothing other than the man thong, then the bow tie. Well, I feel that it is my job as your style moderator to bring the two camps to the same table to have a rational and thought-provoking discussion about this misunderstood yet increasingly popular option. And at the end of the day, you still might not be a bow tie guy, but at least you'll know how to wear one. So today, we're talking about bow ties. Badass or bad idea? Okay, let's get this out of the way up front. I feel that one of the key aspects to the bow tie divide is that these little bastards are a pain in the butt to tie. And if you do manage to fasten it into a reasonable representation, then you're still paranoid about it not being perfectly symmetrical. Or you're just really paranoid that you look like a big, huge nerd. Let me be the first to assure you that the perfectly tied bow tie never happens, unless you're wearing a clip-on or a pre-tied bow tie. And being a style and fashion-forward man, these two are not an option, unless of course you're four. And I know that one of my clients is like, hey, I don't have hands, how can I tie one? Well, you know somebody who has hands. So, go grab them, have them watch this video, and they can help you tie it. No clip-on, no pre-tied bow tie, period. Alright, so bow ties are generally going to come in two different sizes or widths. You've got the 2.5-inch bow tie like I'm wearing, and this is going to be the most standard size that you're going to find. But it also comes in a thinner variety, the 1.5-inch bow tie. Now, if you've got a real thin neck or a real thin head, smaller head, you want to stick to the smaller bow tie, because wearing a regular size bow tie like this will make you look like you have a pin head. Now, how do you tie this bad boy? Or we could just not even worry about tying and just rock it like this. Nobody's doing that. We could be trendsetters. We look like little schoolboys. We're like, Mommy, can I have a biscuit? One of the big issues that I find when looking at other videos on how to tie bow ties is that these people are coming right up to the camera and doing it. And that's actually, technically, opposite as to what you're going to see when you're looking in the mirror. So, I'm thinking to be more helpful and more alpha, we're actually going to go to the bathroom and film it in the mirror. So you can see what you're going to see when you're actually tying your own bow tie on me. What? Mirror. Alright, first thing you need to do is actually size your bow tie. Bow ties come with a little adjustment. They're typically a one size fits all. A slide adjustment, very similar to the back of a vest, that you basically can adjust up or down depending on your neck size. Some bow ties on the inside actually have numbers correlating to neck size that you can just set, but the problem I find with those, they're not accurate because they are taking into account the inside of your neck without a collar on. So maybe your neck is a 15.5. You set this to a 15.5 and try and put it on, it's going to choke you because outside or out of your collar, around your collar, basically you are closer to, let's say, a 17. So anyway, it just takes a little bit of practice. Bow ties are something where you don't want to buy one and decide I'm going to wear it out in 10 minutes. They take a little bit of practice, but once you get it, you're golden. So alright, you've set the proper length to the bow tie. Typically speaking, if you set it, you can cross it over and it's going to hang down basically to about the bottom of your chest. That's how you're going to know if the bow tie is the right length. If it comes up here, it's going to be too short. If it's way down long, you need to tighten it up. So basically tie it, set it down, it's going to come basically in line with your nipples. Alright, we got the size right. Now what you're going to do, lay it over your collar. Pop your collar up. One side is going to be longer than the other. generally about like this. You can almost put the little fishies together, and that's going to be where you want to do it. So take the one side over top of the shorter side, the long side, over top, up, and through. And everybody says, lay it on your shoulder, and that's a good idea. Next, you're going to want to take this, the short end, and basically just make it look like a little bow tie. Nice and easy. All right, you've got a folded end, and then you've got a single end right there. Now what you're going to do, take that long end over top and just drape it. Next, hold that down, hold it in place, and pinch the two ends of your bow tie together, holding it there. So now you've got this long end hanging down, and you've got the two ends of your other bow pinched. You're going to need to pull it a little bit. Get your index finger and wiggle it in between. See, there's a little bit of a hole there. This is just like tying your shoe. There's a hole. What you're going to do then is keep your finger there, and with your thumb, push the tie through a little bit through that hole. Then you're going to come, hold that, and finish pulling it through with the other hand. And so now you basically have the opposite of the front. You've got a looped side here, a single side here. In the back, you've got a single side on this side and a loop over here. Next, this is where everybody gets all wacky and crazy. So basically you're right here. It doesn't look too bad, just like this. But if you want to, you can actually grab opposite ends. So front right or front left, back right, and pull. Opposite then. Back left, front right, and pull. Keep doing that, and it's going to tighten your bow tie up. Alright? But what I also like to do is take it, once you've got it, and actually pull on the neck. That is actually going to cinch it up and tighten it up nice and tight. Then, all you do is just adjust the strap in the back, and that is actually going to make it tight for you. Now, simply pop your collar down, tug it in, pull your bow tie out, adjust. Remember, collar stays inside the sweater, the bow comes out. And you, my friend, have just tied a bow tie. Alright, so what do you think? Not that difficult. It is sort of kind of like tying your shoes in a little weird way, except it's around your neck. And just like tying your shoes, it gets easier. If you don't remember, when you first tried tying your shoes, it was not an easy process. It was like somebody was like, okay, put your finger here and through, and then cross the spaghetti straps and over to the left and through the sleepy weasel, and boop, you've got a shoe. Same sort of thing. If you want to try to wear a bow tie, I suggest and recommend you go out and buy a bow tie and bring it home. And then lock yourself in the bathroom or wherever there's a mirror and practice and practice and practice. Eventually, you're going to tie it into your first bow tie, and then you're going to be like, sweet, get your camera and click, post it to Facebook for all your friends to see, because none of them can do it. But then when you're done that and getting all your likes and comments of, oh, you look so sharp and dapper and aren't you retro? Then untie it and do it again and do it again and do it again. I would say practice until you get about 5 good bows, and then put it away. Next day, come back, tie it again. Just that practice makes perfect. And the more you basically prepare. Good luck, sir. You are going into bow tie battle. The more you do it, the better it gets. But now let's go over some bow tie do's, don'ts, pros, and cons. Alright, first thing, you need to promise me something. You will never, under any circumstances, wear a pre-tied bow tie. Now, I know some of you guys are like, I'm going to the prom, dude, and all they had is that purple satin piece. Go find a purple satin bow tie and tie one. You'll look cooler than all your friends. Or don't wear that purple satin, because purple satin's horrible. Anyway, part of this baby's allure and charm is the fact that you have a skill set that most men don't have. The bow tie is your social secret weapon. I've seen it happen. I've had it happen to myself. I walk out the door and I go into a place where there are other people and I'm wearing a bow tie. People automatically want to talk to you. Bow ties, for some reason, make people smile and make people happy. It's true, I don't know why it happens, but bow ties make people happy and make people smile. I think it's because a bow tie is slightly whimsical with an offbeat style. It's in part nerd, but in the other part it's an incredibly self-assured man that is wearing a bow tie. You see a guy who's wearing a bow tie, you know he has a sense of humor, he doesn't take himself too seriously, and he's fun to be around. A guy's wearing a bow tie is like, whatever, dude, I'm cooler than you. Bow ties come in a wide variety of fabrics and patterns. Some fabrics and patterns are going to be a little bit more casual and can be dressed down, or some are a bit more formal and can be dressed up. Now, gentlemen, if you're going to play around and experiment with the bow tie, I not only want you to wear it, I want you to kill it! And the only way you're going to be able to successfully kill this bow tie is if you match the tie to your socks. In conclusion, at the beginning of this video, there were two categories of men. You're a bow tie guy or you're not a bow tie guy. Well, my hope is that after the discussion, after seeing it actually implemented a few different times, we've taken some of those no's and transitioned them into maybes. So you are maybe sort of thinking about being a bow tie guy-ish. Now that's not a category, but it is now. And if this is you, I want you to run out and get a bow tie. And I want you to go home and I want you to try it. I want you to practice. I want you to learn how to tie it. You're going to feel great that first off, you know how to tie it. Second off, that most of your buddies don't know how to tie it and you can brag about it. And like I said, that Facebook picture, chicks dig it. Here's the deal. If you're one of those guys that have seen somebody wearing a bow tie and you thought to yourself, man, that looks really pretty sharp on them. Could I pull that off? No. Yes, I'm saying, what do you have to lose? Go buy it, try it, and I promise you something. It's an interesting phenomenon that happens when you actually take that leap of faith and that style risk. You go out, people start noticing, people compliment you. When you wear a bow tie, people engage you because it's unique, it's different. It says that you are a very comfortable and confident guy, and people are attracted to comfortable, confident, fun guys. And the bow tie says fun. But before I scamper off and do something even more beneficial, like teaching the blind to read, I would like to tell you and encourage you to visit moderntailor.com. There's a link below. They are an official sponsor now of this YouTube channel. Also, I am Alpha M. The shirts, the suits, the pants, everything that they sell is custom tailored to you. It's remarkable how different and how much better you will feel and look by wearing clothes that actually fit your specific body type, as opposed to buying off the rack this big baggy crap. So go check out their site. There's also a video of me there talking about the benefits of custom clothing if you go to that link and check them out. Also, I am Alpha M. If you haven't checked it out, come and visit and possibly join us. We're having a lot of fun. This coming week, I'm actually taking you along, or my members along, as I go and actually perform a makeover on a client. So I'm taking you start to finish. We're meeting them, we're going shopping, getting his haircut, doing him over, dressing him. It's pretty awesome. It's going to be posted next Thursday, but don't wait. There's a lot of stuff that you've missed. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.